Welcome back to FinScribble. Today, we are diving into one of the wildest ironies in modern financial history. Meet Jordan, who is glued to his television screen watching endless dramatic headlines predicting the imminent death of the United States dollar. He sees talking heads shouting about global de-dollarization and alternative trade blocs taking over. Jordan is genuinely panicked, believing the greenback is on its absolute deathbed. But here is the massive twist. Cryptocurrency, the very technology built to bypass and destroy traditional fiat currencies, has actually become the dollar's ultimate secret weapon. While world leaders try to banish American currency from global trade, their own citizens are eagerly smuggling it directly onto their smartphones by the trillions. Instead of dying, the greenback is quietly undergoing a massive digital evolution that traditional banking institutions. To understand the true scale of this phenomenon, we must look at the hard data. While the media dominates the news cycle with rumors of countries shifting away from the dollar, a silent revolution is happening on public blockchains. Private, dollar-backed stablecoins like USDT and USDC are quietly experiencing astronomical growth, reaching multi-trillion-dollar transaction volumes annually. In fact, dollar-denominated digital assets now represent over 98% of the entire global stablecoin market. Meet Maya, an ambitious graphic designer living in Argentina. She does not care about geopolitical posturing. She just wants to protect her hard-earned savings from her country's skyrocketing local inflation. By using these digital dollars, Maya bypasses the slow, expensive, and heavily restricted local banking system entirely. She instantly gains access to a highly stable store of value right on her smartphone, effectively turning her basic digital wallet into a highly secure and private offshore bank account today. So, how does this actually work? Think of the traditional United States dollar as an old-school banker wearing a heavy, expensive, and slow-moving three-piece suit. This traditional banker must jump through endless bureaucratic hoops, cross strict regulatory checkpoints, and pay hefty international wire fees just to move across borders. It is a slow, painful process that takes many days. But when the dollar steps onto the public blockchain, something truly magical happens. It completely sheds that stuffy bank suit and puts on a sleek, glowing digital superhero cape. Now, as a stablecoin, this newly supercharged dollar can effortlessly hop over massive international border walls, bypass expensive local currency exchange booths, and fly around the globe in a tiny fraction of a second. This digital superhero provides instant, borderless liquidity directly to everyday global citizens worldwide, completely bypassing the slow legacy banking infrastructure that used to hold it back for generations. This leads us to an incredibly important and fascinating question. Why is the global demand for these digital dollars exploding so rapidly right now? The answer lies directly within emerging markets. While wealthy nations debate the technicalities of cryptocurrency regulation, citizens in countries suffering from severe hyperinflation are using stablecoins as a literal financial lifeline. In countries like Argentina, Turkey, and Nigeria, weak local currencies are rapidly losing purchasing power every single day. For everyday people, finding physical United States dollar bills is incredibly difficult due to strict government capital controls. Stablecoins solve this critical problem completely. By using stablecoins, anyone with a basic internet connection can swap their depreciating local cash for digital dollars in seconds. This creates an organic, bottom-up demand for American currency that is completely independent of trade treaties or government decisions, establishing an unstoppable global foundation for dollar dominance worldwide in our digital age today. This organic demand is exactly why the sensationalized death of the dollar narrative backfired so spectacularly. For years, news headlines have loudly warned us about de-dollarization, focusing heavily on alternative political trade blocs like BRICS, trying to create rival currencies to overthrow the greenback's reserve status. But while politicians and world leaders hold high-profile summits and sign grand treaties, their own citizens are actively choosing a completely different path. People do not want unproven, politically volatile state currencies. They want the security and liquidity of the US dollar. And now, they do not need their local government's permission to get it. By using private, blockchain-enabled stablecoins, citizens have completely bypassed top-down political mandates. Rather than killing the dollar, the digital era has democratized it, expanding American financial influence directly into the hands of ordinary people across the globe. The political attempts to choke off the greenback have instead triggered its most powerful, decentralized rebirth. So, where does this leave us in the grand financial landscape? Far from collapsing, the United States dollar has successfully digitized itself, spreading much deeper into the global economy than ever before in history. Jordan, now feeling much more financially literate, understands that the alarmist clickbait headlines about the dollar's demise were missing the real story entirely. Meanwhile, Maya's graphic design business is absolutely thriving because she can easily accept instant payments from clients worldwide in digital dollars, bypassing local bank restrictions. This stablecoin expansion proves that the future of money is not defined by top-down government decrees, but by bottom-up user choice. While the physical dollar might face challenges back home, its digital, super-powered clone is winning the currency war on the decentralized web. The dollar is not dying, it is just wearing a brand new, glowing digital superhero cape to save the day for everyday users all around the world. As always, appreciate you hanging out today. See you in the next one.